How you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal, and today we're going to take a look at another release from Rare. I know we just touched on a game by Rare not too long ago, but this one is interesting because while it's never stated, this is definitely inspired by Spelunker, which in turn was inspired by Lode Runner. And also Pitfall 2, but you know, nothing really new under the sun. But this one's pretty cool. It had the potential to be a truly great platformer for the NES, but for whatever reason, there were some things that weren't quite right there, and gamers really didn't rock with it as heavy as they probably should have. This game was released in 1990 in the US and 91 in Europe, and was published by Milton Bradley. Today, we're going to take a look at Digger T. Rock and the Legend of the Lost City. Now, Digger T. Rock, you play as the titular character, Digger T. Rock, a little miner guy who is basically spelunking through these different caverns, trying to find the lost city to secure a great treasure. And while doing that, you have to brave all of these different hazards. There's pitfalls that will get you out of here if you fall too far down. There are mosquitoes and skeletons and mudmen and Tyrannosaurus Rexes, among other things. And the enemies seem simple enough, but the big problem with Digger T. Rock is the soundtrack more than anything else. Not the soundtrack, I'm tripping. The soundtrack is phenomenal. The controls are the problem. There are some things where you have to climb and you end up laying on your, and you go into the laying animation, and that makes your hitbox bigger, which makes you more susceptible to getting attacked by enemies. And there are enemies that will basically latch on to you, like the mosquitoes. They'll just latch on to you and just whittle your health to nothing. There are weird little things going on here, like how diamonds can stop Tyrannosaurus Rexes from moving. They'll stun the Tyrannosaurus Rex, except for in the final level. There are cavemen in this game that I don't understand why. Boulders that will just fall on you all willy-nilly and one hit kill you. Just little things here and there. And this game, while it looks better than Spelunker, at least the NES release of Spelunker, it lacks some of Spelunker's gameplay polish. If it had that, Digger T. Rock would definitely be one of Rare's more heralded releases. But alas, this is what we got. Now, if you decide you want a copy of Digger T. Rock, it's weird. It's not the most inexpensive game on the NES. The price point it kind of sits around $20-30 for a loose cart. And I don't know. You could probably get a copy of Spelunker. I'm actually pretty sure you can get a copy of Spelunker a little bit cheaper. So I would probably suggest that over Digger T Rock, despite the amazing soundtrack and all the charm that the main character has. There's just some gameplay stuff that can't really be put off, you know? And that's a shame because there's potential here. But if you really want to play this, Rare Replay on the Xbox One, that compilation of all of Rare's old games, this is on it. So you can buy it for Solar Jetman and Battletoads, and you get this free. That's a big win. This has been the 8-Bit Animal, and I'll catch you beautiful people tomorrow. Tomorrow, yeah, if I gotta pick between this and crack, I'm probably gonna go ahead and smoke the crack.